Welcome to the Neo News Today podcast. My name is Dean, and today we're going to be talking to Ben Lee, founder and CEO of AlphaCat. Now, AlphaCat is shaping up to be a marketplace where cryptocurrency traders can purchase AI-powered robots that can either advise on trades or completely automate trades for them. Now, AlphaCat have already been using this technology for existing hedge fund clients, and they're doing this in an effort to open up the technology to the everyday investor. Wherever you're listening to this, be it YouTube, iTunes, or Google Play, don't forget to subscribe. And now let's take a look at some upcoming dates. On April 13th through to April 15th, Neo and QRC are teaming up to hold a global hackathon in Tokyo. Developers can enter to win a share in 2 million yen worth of Neo, and over the 2 days of the competition, participants will design and build a blockchain project using the Neo platform. Neo and QRC will provide technical guidance throughout the event, with incubation support from QRC also on offer for the best teams. On April 14th, Neo will kick off a second European tour with the Neo Loves Amsterdam conference to be held at the Delamar Theatre. There will be presentations from Da Hong Fei, Neo Global Capital, Zpin, Ontology, Matchup Box, Moonlight, VDT, Alchemint, Trinity, Switcheo, QLink, winners from the Neo Microsoft competition, and more. Tickets have gone on sale, and you can go to neo.amsterdam to buy yours. As part of the event, there will be a hackathon held on the following day. Prizes are still yet to be announced, but Eric Zhang will be on hand to present to the winners. Following this, the Neo Tour will visit Lisbon on the 16th, Madrid on the 19th, Paris on the 22nd, Vienna on the 24th, and Zurich on the 26th. Each city will feature both a development workshop and a meetup, and participating projects are still to be announced. For more information on all these events, head over to neonewstoday.com and click on our calendar. All right, let's move on to the interview. On the line, I have Ben Lee, founder and CEO of AlphaCat. Ben was also the vice president at Merrill Lynch, executive director at UBS North America, and head of UBS Global Quantitative Trading Strategies Group. Ben, it's a pleasure to have you on the podcast today. How are you?
Hi, it's a great pleasure. So hello, everyone. I'm happy to do this.
Excellent.
Yeah, this is the first time we talk to the audience, to the community.
There you go. Well, we feel very blessed to have you. So I feel like AlphaCat is a project that may be a little under the radar at the moment with a lot of Neo and crypto enthusiasts. And I think maybe part of that is due to the fact because of the rising price of Neo, you had to cancel your public sale to avoid overfunding the project. And maybe you missed out on a little bit of the exposure and hype that comes with that process. But that being said, the first time I heard about AlphaCat was at the Ontology launch in New York City, and people were really interested in what you were doing. I remember when we got to the Q&A portion of that evening, I reckon 75% of the questions that were asked were for you guys. So to start off, for our listeners who aren't already aware of AlphaCat, can you let us know what it is and what it does?
First of all, I'll tell you where the name came from. AlphaCat is the name of the system, the AI advisor that we built and use it to run hedge funds to manage assets. But now we use the same name for this new project, for the name of this AlphaCat platform. So it's two different things. So you can think of AlphaCat as something like an app store. So it's a marketplace. And then on that marketplace, there'll be applications, apps. Each app is a robot advisor, an investment advisor, or some robot tools that may help people to trade or to make investment decisions or to manage risk. Our team will provide a few seed apps on that platform. And that can, some of the seed application, for example, we call it the BitCat, which will make a short-term forecast for Bitcoins. Mm-hmm. And we'll have another kind of robot advisors that may analyze the market environment and let the user know whether we're in a bull market, a bear market, or it's a mixture of those. We'll also provide seed applications that are helpful tools to traders and investors. For example, somebody can use our tool to easily convert one altcoin into another via the minimize the transaction cost way, or to get the most efficient execution. Besides those seed applications, later on, other members, it can be institutions or individuals, they can use our protocol and an API and build and publish their own robot advisors and put it on the AlphaCat platform for other people to use. And the AlphaCat token will be the currency for that platform. To pay for membership fees, or people will get rewarded because they contributed to this community. Rewarded with AlphaCat token. ACAT.
Yep.
So basically, that's the general overview of this marketplace. So people often ask, what is AlphaCat? So it is the marketplace for those applications.
Okay. So the applications that will be on the AlphaCat marketplace, they're advisors to help people make decisions when trading. Is it just cryptocurrency assets, or can they trade, traditional assets on there as well?
In the beginning, it will be mainly for crypto assets. Yeah, but we have the capability to provide those advisors for stocks, futures, and indexes. That's where we came from. Actually, it's the other way. In the past, we have been creating trading systems, robots, and use that to manage traditional hedge funds. But now, we found that the digital assets, the cryptocurrency, is a better world for this kind of application because it's borderless and there's less regulation and there are very little limitations.
Yeah.
So we can do it, increment our system and let people conveniently use it. Instead, if we provide such a thing for equity trading or forex, then it's under all kinds of regulations and it's inconvenient. We cannot, people cannot use the alpha token to do anything in that classical world.
Yep.
So in the beginning, we'll focus on the cryptocurrency world.
Cool. Now, and that's one of the things I really like about your project, and one of the reasons that I could see this picking up a lot of traction. For a lot of blockchain projects, right, the majority of people who buy and speculate on those tokens, they're never going to use them for their intended application, right? For instance, you might have a token that has something to do with the automotive industry, and it might be a great idea, it might be a great project, and the founders, they go out, they have a token sale, they sell 500 million of these tokens, but all these people have bought them as an investment, right? They're never going to go and use them for the service and put them into circulation in the way they're intended to be used. But with AlphaCat, because your token is a tool to power these AI robot advisors that are for trading cryptocurrency, by definition, the people who are going to purchase AlphaCat off exchanges are the same people who are likely to use it for its intended purpose, right? Which is to trade cryptocurrency. And they already know how to use cryptocurrency, which is something that a lot of other projects need to, educate their users on. So I think you're really meeting people where they are. So as you mentioned, you have a few different applications already in development. There's, I think you said BitCat, which is the first one to come out, which is a short-term Bitcoin advisor, which I'm sure right now a lot of people would love to have their hands on. But can you give us some timelines on when that will be released and when some of the other ones I read in your white paper, when they're likely to hit the market as well?
Actually, the first working version of this BitCat is already being tested. We ask our community members to participate in those tests. They applied, I think, in our Telegram group, provide their emails, And every morning we send them the forecasts generated by BitCat for the next 24 hours of the Bitcoin, movement, the probability for it to go up or go down. It's not just Bitcoin. And now we are sending out the short-term forecast for ETH, for EOS and NEO. So people can already, test use it. Not far future, we are going to release PC web-based version. So our users can go on our platform and enter the symbol of the coin and press the button and see a short-term real-time forecast. That should be out in the next few months.
Okay, great. So I've heard you say that you want to make trading as easy as buying a bottle of Coke, right? So let's go over the process of how this works, what the user would do. So I hold AlphaCat. I go into your AlphaCat marketplace. I guess I choose a robot that I like. Now, how do I pay for that? Do I pay per day of forecast or how long I use it? Do I pay a profit percentage? Is there any automating trading that these robots can do, or do they just literally advise me? And what historical information is available for me on the robot's past performance to inform my decision?
Okay. For example, we have been using the robots to run a hedge fund since August 3rd, last year. And now the after fee is already up 2.6 times. After the bear market drop, it outperformed the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, and it showed, stable, steadily growing up equity curve. That means the kind of a robot we're talking about, people can use it just like a black box, click a button, and let it trade for you. It's already being used to run our own hedge fund. We just need to turn that into a commercial product.
Yep.
So you can imagine that down the road, we're going to offer, say, the AlphaCat robot trader on the platform. So the user will need to first open a trading account at a good exchange of his chosen. Then our platform already have the APIs, the computer system that can connect to that. So you just enter the account information and you attach that to the robot, the AlphaCat you have chosen, and then specify, say, every time you want to trade one Bitcoin worth of cryptocurrency, and click a button, say go. Then the robot will issue the trading commands. When the robot made an analysis and see there's a buying opportunity, it would automatically buy the cryptocurrencies for your account. And when it's time to sell, it will sell it. Of course, there's no guarantee. 100%. It can be run, it can be correct. It can make money, may lose money, but on average, we'll have an edge. Right now, from historical tests and real trade record, the winning probability is about the dollar-weighted winning probability is about 60%, which is very good.
Yeah.
So in this way, a layman, someone who does not understand anything about quantitative investment, can an account, attach it to a robot, and hit a button to let it trade for the account. So to make it as easy as buying a bottle of Coke. That's the way we want to do it.
Yeah. So does that mean there's two types of robots you can buy? You can buy an advisor, which gives you a forecast, and then the user needs to make a decision.
You make the trade yourself. Yeah.
And then there's also a robot trader who will just execute the trades for you.
Yeah, like autopilot. Right. And then other people can also provide such a robot, put it on the platform. And so the person, the owner of the new, published robot should provide its track record and the back tests that the members examine, the surveyors, to to see how good that is.
Mhm.
And it can be a contract between the publisher of the robot and the investor, the user, so they can agree on a profit sharing or a one-time fee or a monthly fee or something.
Okay.
It can be flexible. I mean, and we'll need to figure that out. I mean, down the road, it's being developed.
Okay, cool. And with these robots, will there be settings like can the user adjust, maybe how aggressive they want the robot to trade or things like that? Like, would there be a situation where you've got, 10,000
Mhm.
people all using the same robot with the same strategy on the
It
same
would
exchange?
be. I think that there will be the kind of robot that we specify its parameters. We tell people about its risk return profile, and let the layman people use it.
Mhm.
And for more sophisticated users, we can provide them a few parameters and explain to them how they can be used. So the users can adjust those parameters to tailor it to suit their particular needs.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds good.
Mhm.
So, can you tell me a little bit about your team and the people working on this platform? I understand that you have people from both Wall Street and Google's artificial intelligence team as well, which sounds like
Yeah.
a good combination for what it is you're trying to do. And I think I saw. Tell me if I'm making this up, but I thought I saw you've got 30 people working on this. Is that right?
That's right. So the team consists of mainly three kinds of people. The finance, I mean, the people with trading experience, like myself. I mean, I've been a hedge fund manager, trading strategist. I mean, all my career. And then the second group of people are the the engineers. I mean, the technology guys who can write a solid program to connect the accounts to the exchanges to solve all the technological problems. I mean, to ensure secure and fast trading connections. And the third groups are the AI and big data technologists and analysts. For example, one of our partners, Dr. Wang Yue, he got a PhD in artificial intelligence from England. What is his university? My God, Greenwich University. And his first job, he landed his first at DeepMind, which is a company that created the AlphaGo system that beat the human, Go player. So he has a lot of experience in that. He's a big data analyst and architect in that company. And later on, he came back to Shanghai, to start his ventures. And he's also one of our partners. And he contributed a lot in the artificial intelligence, the neural network, and the big data infrastructure and the design of it. And me, myself, I graduated from New York University. I specialized in numerical methods and large-scale computing. So even years ago, I and a few coworkers got a patent, U.S. patent for using artificial neural network to make forecasts of the financial markets. And I also got a U.S. patent. It is a very special one. The patent is about using a computer system to find all the textbook technical analysis chart patterns. And it's being used on aastocks.com, Hong Kong's largest financial portal.
Okay.
And you can find the Hong Kong stocks that shows all the technical patterns in real time. They're using my patent.
Wow.
I worked for Merrill Lynch. After finishing my postdoctoral research at New York University, I joined Wall Street. So I was among the first wave of scientists and technologists who joined Wall Street. So we were lucky at the time. We were doing the groundwork for setting up the Wall Street quantitative investment structure. So we built the models, the system, for example, the options pricing, the mortgage bonds, all kinds of derivatives. So the book I and my colleague wrote have become a textbook, a very important reference book for all the quants on Wall Street. And the larger banks and the major hedge funds are already have been using, are still using the models we created. To build the foundations of the fixed income markets. So I got promoted every year from analyst to senior analyst, assistant vice president, and vice president in charge of quantitative trading strategies at Merrill Lynch. And then Swiss Bank Corporation, when they aggressively built their business in North America, they hired me to head the quantitative trading strategies group. So I became one of the 6 executive committee members of Swiss Bank Corporation in North America. And then the company merged with UBS. So all I did in my career was trading strategies, was finding out how to make money by trading. By buy this, sell that, and how to arbitrage, how to use the market data and information to do this thing. And later on, I suddenly I got an idea. I think the next thing would be to build a company and a system to replace human fund managers, traders, and analysts. So we should use artificial intelligence and big data based systems to do asset management, because this is the only way to benefit the ordinary people. Usually, sophisticated financial services are only available to high net worth individuals because it is costly.
Yeah.
You can, if you design something to meet the special needs of a person, then it's going to be, quite expensive. So that the ordinary people are left out in that game, and which is not good. But if we use the computer system to do that, then the marginal cost would be negligible. So we can design a project. We can let everyone, enter his needs and his risk tolerance, his resources. Say he can only save $200 a month. Still, and for what purpose? How many years he needs the fund? So let them answer a few questions, and then our robot will be able to design something for him. Tailored for his needs, and then run it automatically. To manage the asset, and we can also provide tools to assist people making investment decisions. So the user will be responsible for his own trades, but we're going to help him. So the cryptocurrency world makes this possible.
Yep.
Because it's not that heavily regulated. We can all, realize our dreams of doing this. It's borderless. People can easily, from all over the world, to buy the AlphaCat token and use that to buy the services. That was only available to institutions and accredited investors, but now everyone can use it.
Yeah.
So that's the vision of AlphaCat. I think it's going to become a very good thing. It's going to help the ordinary people. Yeah,
I think so too. I was actually going to ask you, do you envision AlphaCat as being something that becomes a staple for every cryptocurrency trader? Like, is that how big you want to take this?
It should have the potential, because it's designed that like a marketplace for that for the robot advisors. It's not only us. I think down the road there will be very capable people, other group of innovators or institutions. They can even do it better than us. But it's okay. So they can put their products on the platform for people to use, so that it's it has less limitations. Because in the beginning, people were thinking about how about we just create a website, a platform, either it's Neo uh, uh, based or something to provide our own services, but that's too limiting. I think in order to make it really work, it has to be a marketplace for that.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, we have to provide our seed applications. That's already working. Otherwise, it will be an empty platform. So that's the way. Yeah, we'll build it, put our best things on it, and later on, other people, other community members would join and put the good stuff on it for everyone to use.
Yep.
And we're fortunate, to be in this early stage, so we can do the platform level applications. That makes it more, I think, this is an ambitious plan, but yeah, it has the opportunity to become something that everyone can use.
Yep, that sounds great. And you mentioned, making this accessible for the small person. Do you have an idea already of how much it will cost to use the first the BitCat application that's going to be coming out in the next few weeks?
Yeah, the platform, the project is a non-profit project. So we are trying to make it as low as possible. And yeah, we raised the private investment money, to support that. So in the beginning, it can be free or charge a very little fee. So the purpose of it is not to make money ourselves, is to let everyone, benefit from that.
Yeah.
That's why we are not willing to spend too much of the money raised to do other things and to pay tons of money to get a visit on a bigger exchange, because we need to use that money to develop the tools, the systems, and to do what we said in the white paper. That is why we got very good support from all the institutions. I think almost all of the major crypto investors, institutions, all invested in us. But we became too arrogant. We thought, oh my God, AlphaCat is the only solid project because it's real. We have, 30 people. We already got a 30 million RMB VC investment. A year and a half ago, we are the real project. So we didn't really spend much time to do the marketing, to let people know about us.
Yep.
And we didn't even do an ICO yet because it already reached the limit.
Yep.
And also the regulations, it's not that favorable for launching ICOs. So basically, when AlphaCat gets listed, nobody knows about it.
Yep.
I try to do an ICO. That's very bad. So our coins are not performing that well. And now we have to, redo it from the beginning. Fortunately, we get the support of the Neo community. And yeah, the Neo leaders, they all think very highly of us. But our coin prices now is disappointing. But we believe that if we focus on doing the real work, we create, the good products. If our platform becomes something that everyone will join to use, then the coin price will take care of itself.
Yep. Yeah. I don't think you need to be too worried about that. I always say that, the price of the token or the coin is, if that's the most interesting thing about your project, then it's probably not a great project. And I definitely think that's not the most interesting thing about what you're doing. And if you keep developing, then, the price will go up and take care of itself. So if people want to become a part of your community and they want to learn more about AlphaCat, where should they go?
Yeah, they can just go to our website, join our group, and pay attention to our announcement. And in the next few months, we're going to put out the products for people to use.
Sounds great. And yeah, we'll put all your links under this wherever people are listening to it, whether that be iTunes, Google Play, or YouTube. You'll be able to find their links to their communities down there.
Okay.
Cool. Mate, it's been a pleasure to have you on the pod. Awesome
so
to talk
much.
to you. I'm very excited about this project. I like what you're doing. I especially like that you're doing it to people who already know how to use cryptocurrency, which is something that, like I said earlier, I don't think a lot of projects are doing. I mean, people will come around, but you're meeting people where they are, which I think is great. So
that's right.
Before I let you go, I've got one question. I don't know if you're going to be able to answer it for me. In the short term, is Bitcoin going up or down?
Actually, our robot is making a forecast on a daily basis. We cannot see beyond that.
Okay.
But later on, we have a system, to analyze the market environment. So in 2 minutes, I can explain to you what that is. So the market can be in a slowly, bullish market is gradually going up, or it can be in a state of slowly declining, dropping. And the third possible state is the market is in a jumpy, quickly going up market. Or the third state is the market can be in a quickly, dropping, crashing mode.
Yep.
And the real market can be in a combination of all four scenarios, or four states, we call it. And then the amplitude in front of each state is something that we can use statistical analysis or the maximum likelihood kind of analysis to estimate. And oftentimes, it's quite a bit of confusion. It's in a, equal, balanced mixture of those. Then we do not have a clear view where the market is going. But sometimes we'll find that it's most likely the market is in a particular state. Then we can be inclined, to take a buying position or a short selling position. And right now, from that model, it's showing that it's not going. It's in a balanced stage.
Okay.
So we don't know. Soon maybe it will become bullish.
Okay.
So that's the longer term market sentiment or market environment analysis. We can also turn that into a robot and give people the results for them to use that as a reference in the decision-making process.
Yeah, that sounds great. Well, listeners, you don't have to get on TradingView anymore and view all those charts. You don't have to follow people on Twitter and look at their backyard trading analysis. All you need to do is go to AlphaCat and get on there, find a robot, and that'll take care of it for you. Ben, it's been a pleasure having you on the pod, like I said, and I can't wait to see this project come to fruition and see where it goes from here.
Thank you so much. Yeah, have fun trading.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for your time.
Bye-bye.